I just want to do a quick little video on this stupid little mod I've been wanting to do for a long time. Okay, I have this really cheap, really piece of crap multimeter that I love using just for the continuity function. That's it. It's totally useless for everything else. But it's small, it's handy, and I have other meters that I use that are better for measuring voltage and ohms and all that stuff. But this one has a nice loud buzzer, and I can sharpen the tips on these myself. I don't really care about them. Had it forever, didn't really want to throw it away. So I thought, well, if I could make this a little more convenient, instead of having to use this damn range switch to go all the way around to continuity to off and back and forth, I thought, what if I could just turn it on and off with a switch? So that's exactly what I did. I put a little switch up here. So I'm going to open it up and show you what I did. Here's the gist of it. I drilled a couple holes in the side of the case. You see it's right next to the LCD. And then I just use an X-Acto knife to cut into kind of a square hole. And I messed it up a little bit. The hole is larger than it should be because I wanted to move the switch down as far as possible. I guess would be towards the front of the case. That way when the circuit board lays on top of the switch, it just gives it more room. Speaking of which, it's still touching it, so I put some electrical tape over the circuit board right there where the metal of the switch case would be touching the circuit board, but it also helps hold the switch down, which it's hot glued in there, which is more than sufficient. It doesn't take a lot of pressure to move this, to actuate the switch. And then of course on the battery, all I did was unsolder the red lead from the board, and then two leads going from the switch between the board and the red lead. And that way I can leave it in continuity mode on the selector and just turn it on and off with the switch instead of having to go all the way back and forth with the selector. So I'm out, and speaking of, this one has ball bearings and springs to hold the ball bearings in, and it is real easy to lose those. This is not held down in any way. It just kind of lays on them, and that's it. You just bolt the circuit board back down on top of that. So I'm going to do that real quick and then show the finished product. Okay, here it is all done. One of the things I wanted to reiterate is why I did this. Let's just say I've got both probes and I'm over here messing around, and I throw them over and it's been a while and it's still left on and it's eating up the battery. Well, I can't just do it one-handed without it being on a rubber surface or holding it or whatever. So now I can just hit a switch with one finger and turn it off. So I'll leave it there on continuity test. As you can see, it's on, and then with just one finger I can turn it on and off. That's awesome. And then, as you can tell, nice loud beep, fairly quick response, and now more convenient. There you have it.